Hi, and welcome to this lecture on how to create a persona in 6 easy steps. I see you thinking, 6 steps? Isn't that a bit much for creating a persona? Well, you're right if it's just about creating it, but there is more than that. You also need all the impacted stakeholders to be aware of the persona and adopt it. If this doesn't happen, you risk people losing focus and to start designing things that are not in line with what the users actually want. So in those 6 steps, there is a creation part and a communication part. Let's go over them. Step 1 is about data collection. Here you collect as much knowledge about the users as possible. This can be done through user tests, interviews, surveys, historical data analysis, desk research, customer reviews, observations, etc. Step 2 is about establishing a sensible number of personas. It's good to have multiple personas per product, but you should have a main persona to not lose focus. If you try to design a solution that works for all personas, then chances are high that none of them will be happy. So guaranteeing an excellent user experience for your main persona is more important than creating an average user experience for all personas. In step 3, you will be creating the actual persona. For this step, I would just advise you to simply use the building blocks as a reference and to also choose a type of persona. Step 4. After your personas have been created, it's time to validate them with the design team and the rest of the organization. You can't forget about your stakeholders, so involve the project participants as much as needed. I always ask as many team members as possible to participate in the development of the personas. This creates buy-in from the get-go and it builds empathy for the whole team. Step 5. After your persona has been validated, it's time for you to further promote your persona within the organization. People often forget this step, but a persona is only useful when the whole organization works towards creating a better user experience for that persona. It's also important to define how stakeholders will get access to your persona and its underlying data. Communicating your persona to the organization's management and having it published on the intranet can be a good start. And then the final step, you need to keep your persona alive and up to date. It's important that you revise the description and the statistics with each new relevant piece of information that you uncover from your customers. Also, do a check whether certain personas should be eliminated or not. They might not be relevant anymore due to changing aspects from the product or the market. And voila. Those were the 6 steps to create your persona. In the next lecture, I will go over a practical use case of a persona that I created for a client. Small tip, you should pay close attention as you will need to do it as well for your own project. Hope to see you there. Bye.